It's with me. Move your feet and feel it in the space between. You gotta give yourself a moment. Let your body be. Downtown we let it go. Sunset high in a body.
Hi guys, I'm Georgia, and today I am back with my cousin Nate, and I'm going to be interviewing him about his recent trip to Puerto Rico. So the first question is, what made you want to go to Puerto Rico for a mission trip?
I wanted to go to Puerto Rico for many reasons. I'll just list two really quick. I was watching TV, I was watching Fox News, and I was watching all the devastation that they had with Hurricane Maria and Hurricane Irma. Maria just devastated the whole island, and I thought, wow, that is devastating. And the second reason is, in November, my hometown had a tornado, and it was really close. Less than a quarter of a mile from our home. My mom and I decided, and my dad decided, that we were going to go help the community get past this. We helped out. We started from one edge of the town to the other, and we got it all cleaned up.
What on the trip brought you, what experience on the trip do you think brought you closer to your faith and with God?
The thing I think the most brought me closer was by a girl named Nina. She had an ice cream shop in her town, and she had the ice cream shop, and above the ice cream shop was her house. Her house was devastated by the hurricane. It flooded her ice cream shop, and it flooded the top of her house, and all the kids would come to her ice cream shop. It'd be like the hangout area after school to have a nice refreshing treat and do your homework. Really, the community mom, if you want to say that. She helped the community. She put them before herself, and she was delivering meals. She delivered 4,000 meals by herself alone. 4,000 meals alone by herself. That's just remarkable. And her house was still ruined, and she was doing all this for the community, but she wasn't doing anything to her house. So my group went to her house, and we fixed it up. We helped her with whatever we could in that 5 hours that we had at that location, and I helped paint a whole bunch of stuff, along with, I think, 5 other group members that were from my church. We went down to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and our host church was Union Church of San Juan. And I still stay in contact with Nina today.
What was something that you learned from this trip?
Something that I learned from this trip is helping others before yourself. Give up your time, give up your working hands. My mom and I had the ability to go down and help the people of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and we just wanted to go and use our hands and help them like they would do to us if we had a devastation like they did.
I think with what he just said, at my high school I have to do service hours, and from that you have to do 25 service hours.
Wonderful.
But if you want to keep going on and keep doing it, and I think that when you serve your community, it makes you feel better, even though you're helping other people, it doesn't just help them, it's helping you. I think that if you get the opportunity to go out and do a mission trip or volunteer somewhere, it could be somewhere local, like a soup kitchen, or maybe a mission trip in another country, I think you should go at the opportunity, because I know it'll be something that I want to do in the future, and I'm sure Nate will want to do another one.
And I'd like to add one more thing. Nina was always helping the people in her community, and they helped her back. That's what you also get in return. When you help people, you get stuff back. And Georgia went to our hometown local soup kitchen one day this summer, and she actually helped me. I go there every Monday in the summer when I'm off of school, and I help them, and she helped me this summer.
Okay, my next question for you is, how do you think people will be able to help the community of Puerto Rico as well as other communities from their home if they're not able to go on a trip?
That's a great question. I want to make this clear. You don't have to go somewhere to physically help. You can send prayers. You can send water, food, canned foods, boxed foods. You can even send a monetary donation to places in Puerto Rico. The church we went through was through Union Church of San Juan, and if you visit down there for vacation, you can you can do like one day you might say, hey, why don't we go help the people in Puerto Rico, and Union Church of San Juan will find a spot for you to go and you can actually help. So there's small ways, and you can be back in the States and just ship 2 cases of 24 packs of water, or monetary donations to the American Red Cross, Puerto Rico. I mean, there's lots of ways that you can help out in Puerto Rico.
My last question is, anybody or anything on this trip that is something that you won't forget, or if you have a story that you would like to share?
Well, one funny story is we worked at a soup kitchen our first day, very small soup kitchen, and they were feeding 150 people a day that didn't have food, and they would come to this soup kitchen and they would get food. It was a church, and under their church they had their kitchen, and the kitchen was very run down. It was outdated, so it was a miracle that they got to serve all these people. And there was this one lady, her name was Iris. She had 4 sons, and they all died. I don't know if that was regarding the hurricane. We don't know what they died from. And we saw her outside. We saw her at the soup kitchen. Then we were driving around San Juan, Puerto Rico, where we were staying, and we saw her again the next day. And we saw her walking down the street by a restaurant. And then we went to Old San Juan. Old San Juan is where there's a lot of different little shops. It's where the song Despacito was filmed. There are a lot of old shops, and we saw her walking again, and we ran into her, and we actually got to say hi to her, and we just thought that was a really small world, because San Juan, Puerto Rico, metropolitan San Juan is the size of metropolitan Cleveland, Ohio. And we thought that was just a small world that we ran into her, and we got to see her, and it was just a remarkable experience.
I want to thank my cousin Nate for doing this interview with me, and I just want to let you guys know that if there's ever an opportunity for you to go and do a mission trip in your state, in a different state,
Amen.
or in a different part of the world, I'd jump at the opportunity.
Amen.
And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any questions for him that I will ask him later. And if you have any other questions for me, or video ideas, or if you just want to have a normal conversation. And hit subscribe if you're new, and click the bell button to be notified when I upload. And I will see you guys next week.
Thank you, and God bless.
Bye.